right, so here's the portable coop that I use in the summer. We're gonna get her power washed up right now and get her over in the portable netting, and I'll show it to you guys a little more then. It's 50 degrees now and partly sunny, so finally feels like spring's coming a little bit, but it's still kind of a cold, nasty job to be power washing right now, but let's get her done. We got the chick all washed up. We got it into this netting. I actually put this netting up, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I was getting antsy. I really wanted to get the chickens out. So I put it up and never put anything in it. But we still got to secure the corners, tighten it all up, and then we'll go get some chickens. Now this is another tip right here. Liddy hates this, but this is climate control. So this is why are you wearing your hat like that? You look like a dork. Well, the clouds might come back out, the wind might pick back up, then you can start bringing it back down, see? Here we're at about 50%. Now we're going to 100. Put it up like this, and you're at 0. I mean, it's brilliant. It's almost as good as that sweatshirt tip. All right, so I got some lunch in me. Liddy and the kids are with her sister, but we need to go find a couple things, and I promise I'm gonna get my life in order here, but right now it's not. We need some fence posts and a fence post pounder, and I know where the fence posts are. I started picking them up. I forgot where you guys were. So obviously you want these posts to go in directly across from your other corner to pull it out. And I like to do them 5-6 inches away. And especially if you're moving these every day, which I'm not going to at first because I want the chickens to get used to it. There's not much dry ground around here. This is my front yard, which was built up with 9 foot of sand, so it's pretty dry right now. But if you're gonna move these every day, you don't need to pound these things to China. Like, there's no point. They're plenty strong once you get them to that triangle portion. But that all depends on what type of ground you have, sure. Now this, to me, is the most important part, but it's in the car. Let's go grab it. A lot of people use string to tie those corners up, which works just fine. But time is money, and we're always playing that game, right? I gotta save money because I don't have a full-time job no more. But right here, I'm sure you could buy these off Amazon cheaper than I got them at my local hardware store, but I like to support local as much as I can. So these were $3 a piece, but you don't have to sit there and try to untie it every time. It just unhooks. Obviously on here, you gotta make sure you hook both of them. You're gonna hook that one on the top, and you're gonna wrap around. Get that one there on the bottom. I'm probably way more particular than I need to be here because I like to see it in a nice straight lines and squares. I mean, I drive by and it's not, and I'm like, who set that up, you know? But it really doesn't matter. The chickens don't care. So now here you want to look straight down it and make sure you're straight. And now you can't just pull it like this. You got to put your foot on the bottom to make sure the bottom's coming with you. Stab it in nice and straight. So now when you hook it, you're hooking it just above this lateral one, and that'll hold it up. Otherwise it'll slide right down the post. And same thing down there. Because if you hook it underneath that lateral one too, it's going to pull up on the fence. Now this is pretty snug. I might end up tightening it up a little more, but you can do that at the end. See, this one's bellying out a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and move those. So this last one here is probably the worst one because you got to worry about going down this direction and you got to worry about looking down this direction. Got her set up and secured. We do need to run power to it, which is easy. Since I got a perimeter fence going around the whole property, we'll just get it from there with a reel. Now let's go get some chickens. They're gonna be so happy to be out here. Yeah, there's gonna be a couple days where they're gonna be mad because it's gonna get, you know, freezing at night again. Better their lives, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. To be honest with you, it'd probably be a lot easier for me to build a barn, like a commercial style barn, and have these hens in there laying eggs year round, and I wouldn't have to really worry about the sunlight or any of that stuff. But that's not how I want to raise my chickens. That's not how you want to raise your chickens. So I got to find a happy medium. Yeah, I do use some extra light sometimes, but I don't know if I always will. It's a double-edged sword for sure. There's the first 10. Now for those of you who are saying, why in the world would you shove them through the side door when you got a back hatch? Well, I drive junk vehicles and the back hatch doesn't work. So how I like to do this is bring them out, put them in the coop with the door shut. So they'll be locked in this coop. Normally I'd lock them in there for a full day. I don't know, it's a pretty nice day and I want to see them out on grass, so I'm debating on letting them out today, but it's probably not a good idea. Depends how many I put in here, I guess. We're gonna keep them locked in here for a while, probably at least a day. They'll figure out that this is their home base, and then in the morning when the door opens, they'll be able to jump out, figure out what grass is. These ones were ones that were hatched out in November, so they've never even been outside. The coop itself is faced towards the east, which means the solar panel is faced towards the south to get good sunlight. And also most of our wind comes from the west, so that blocks them from most of that wind. So we'll go ahead and get these out, count them again. I believe there's 10 in here, but I could be wrong. There's actually 11 in there. There's one batch. I'm hoping I got another good batch or two to put in here right now. There's a lot of chickens in that barn and I want to get them out of there. But I'm sorting through them and making sure that they all have nice dark blue legs. They all have white feathers, no birth defects, none of that stuff. I'll sort this group down and take some of the best out of here, and those will go into my breeding pens, and those will be the 4 separate breeding pens that I use to make more breeding stock. This is how a lot of your commercial industry is done. So these are what you would call parent stock, and out of that I'll get what you call grandparent stock, and the grandparent stock will go into the breeding pens and will be bred, and those will make new parent stock. So I brought 9 this time, I think. So I'll have an even 20 after this. This really does get me excited for spring. I hate cleaning out the chicken pens in the winter. Nothing better than putting all this manure right on the grass where it needs to be. And there's absolutely nothing better than the chickens scratching through cow pies, making their own dust baths, eating grass, eating bugs. Beautiful. Here's another 10. So this will make 30. And this is where you guys start thinking, well, how many chickens can go in this? Well, the answer to that question is easily 50. This time of year, I'd put 75 in here if I had to. It's all about perching space. Where it becomes an issue is in the summer, when you get those hot nights, because that's the only time all these chickens will be in here, is in the summer. So if you get real hot nights, which we really don't here in Michigan, you wouldn't want all the chickens packed in there shoulder to shoulder and it getting stuffy in there. I mean, it's a good way to get some sick chickens. So for me, I've gone up to 75 in here, not full-grown hens. Full-grown hens probably 60, but you got to keep in mind you need 1 rooster for every 10 hens. So I'm probably gonna put about 50 hens in here. I don't want to put anything super young in here, so we'll see how many more I can get, but I'd like to get a good set of 50 going in here. I got a whole nother chickshaw just like this over there. Just needs the egg box put in it and a few little tweaks done to it, and it's ready to go. We hatched out and kept about 500 chickens this winter. So we're hoping to go through all that, look through them all. You know, immediately that's 250 hens. Then you got to sort through them. Any junk, which means black feathers, not blue legs, any birth defects. I mean, we all got to keep in mind this breed is definitely a work in progress here in the United States. We all need to do the best we can towards it, not breed stuff that isn't worth breeding. All right, here's another 10. So that right there is 40 of them. Pretty sure I can find another 10. It might be a little bit younger, but I think I can get another 10. So this is another 10 more to make 50. These ones are a little younger. Mercy. They all want out. Hold on, girls. You gotta know this is your home first. Calm down. Calm down. Got 3 that jumped out, which wouldn't be a big deal, but they have no idea where they're at. They've never been on grass. They've never seen this coop. They've never been outside. So we really don't want to leave them out. 52 hens in here, and I got 6 roosters I went and got. I got 3 hens over there I got to grab. Putting these roosters in, some more might fly out, I don't know. But it's almost 3 o'clock, which is milking time. So I gotta hurry up and get this done. Go milk the cows. Easy, girls.
Brought you some boyfriends.
Easy, 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 easy.
Easy.
Now that she figured out she can go under there. I'm glad you're proud to be here, but let me talk. Now that she figured out she can go under there, I might as well wait. So I'm just gonna leave her out for now. What's up? There you go. You're such a good helper.